Okay, I want to do a reading right now on this red heifer sacrifice business. And you know how you hear all these different news stories, and every once in a while there's a story that causes a ping, like something within you reacts to it. That is what happened with this story, and I had not heard anything about it until one of my friends mentioned it to me a couple days ago. But anyway, so it lines up with some ancient prophecy, and there are red heifers that have been sent to Israel to be sacrificed to create the ashes that will be able to consecrate the third temple, which is some Bible prophecy and brings us maybe to or closer to Armageddon, the end of times, whatever, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a religious scholar by any means, and I have no dog in this fight, so to speak. However, I want to look and see what the ripples will be of this cow being sacrificed. Okay, let's just see what we get. Okay. All right. So the root card is the reversed Knight of Swords. This is showing a root of an attack. Now, the Knight of Swords is a guard dog. It's basically like a guardian of some kind, and it's the energy that would protect the house, so to speak. Now, when the Knight of Swords gets turned upside down, it's this protector energy that's gone berserk. So the protector is attacking everybody, right? So this is probably war, soldier energy, or at least big military attacks. But there's something haywire about the attacks and the fact that the Knight of Swords is reversed. Now, here, the main card is the Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands is showing this thing that grows over a long period of time. Now, there's symbolism immediately in this three because this act is creating the ashes that will consecrate the third temple. And I don't fucking know what any of that means, right? But that's what I've gathered from the research that I've done. Now, apparently, that temple is supposed to be built at the place where the Temple of the Rock is right now. So, in order to build this temple, they would have to destroy the mosque that is there where Muhammad supposedly ascended to heaven, right? Which seems like that in itself would cause a massive war. But let's see what's on either side of this Three of Wands. The Empress. Okay, there's lots of growing energy here. And the Ten of Pentacles. So, leading up to this three, the Empress is the fertile womb. The Empress is all about growth, right? And fertility. So, this shows that this energy has already been present. So, it's like the womb has been waiting for the seed. Now, the ripple, like the first energy, is this seed that has already been planted, growing. And as that moves forward, we get the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles, this is the generational wealth. This is like it's like land and castle and wisdom that is passed down from generation to generation. So it's like legacy, it's inheritance, all of that. It's also stability, long term stability. So all of this looks like it is showing the building of the third temple. I'm assuming that's what this is showing. It's interesting that the root card is the reversed Knight of Swords because everything here is about fertility and growth and, like legacy and whatever. But the foundation of it all is this reverse Knight of Swords, which is basically defense energy that has gone berserk and is attacking everybody. Okay, so I think this is pretty much establishing this third temple thing. That's what I'm reading out of this, at least. So, what happens then? And let's just see what we get. Okay, now this might go a little further into this prophecy stuff, which I don't know a lot about, but there's something about the new savior or messiah or antichrist. Like, I don't even know. I don't know which one it is, and it might depend on which direction you're looking at it from. But here it is something like that, because we have a person who is coming out of this cocoon, and here's all the people that are hailing them for their emergence, right? So this is showing some person being recognized, I think, um, probably as a savior or a victor or something like that. Now let's just see what comes out with this Six of Wands. More wands, and there is the galactic clock. Um, okay, so the Two of Wands, I really think this is more planting type energy, or maybe it's harvesting, right? Because back here in this three, this is planting. But I think maybe in the two, because he's digging the onions out of the ground, I think this might be more like harvesting of something. Um, there's something about underground in it. What else do we get as we look at this card? I mean, on its surface, the Two of Wands is just about utilizing all of the assets that you have together. It's creative solutions to old problems by actually using all of the tools at your disposal. But I am really seeing something about the digging and harvesting and something about underground. And on the other side, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's destiny and karma. This is the galactic clock, right? Okay. Now, I guess I'm going to ask a yes or no question at this point. And the question is this signifying the, I guess, Armageddon, World War III, end of times, like whatever? Is that what it's signifying? And what we get is a Seven of Wands. I'm not going to exactly say that this is a yes, right? In the Seven of Wands, we have something that is emerging from restriction. And I think there are different cards that would show a world war or something like that. But just like in the Six of Wands, where we have something emerging here, I think that's what the Seven is showing as well. Something that has been restricted is emerging and coming out of its restriction. Okay. And here, it's interesting because with the Wheel of Fortune over here, this shows that it's part of a bigger energy too. It's not like the specific acts on Earth are uh, kind of the basis for all of this. Like the whatever is happening on Earth is our reflection of a much larger energy that is happening. So this is something that's happening on like a galactic level and probably on a fucking microscopic level too. But there is something that has been, sort of restricted for a while, maybe underground, that emerges from what I can see here. Now, I'm just going to try to pull another card to see the nature of whatever it is that emerges. And we get the Ace of Cups. This is interesting because the Ace of Cups is showing the source of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Now, there is something about the moon in here, too, as the moon is blowing the blessing down into the cup. But the Ace of Cups is not war energy. The Ace of Cups is serenity. The Ace of Cups is like saying today can be good, you know? That is the first, like, really maybe positive thing that isn't super creepy, that has shown up in here, because all of this could easily fit into all of this Bible prophecy stuff. Now, I'm just going to see what else I need to know that I haven't asked about this whole scenario that I guess starts with the sacrifice of the red heifer. And okay, we get a Knight of Wands, so this is impulsive, probably soldier energy. So this probably is an attack. And let's just see what else we get. We got 2 that want to come out. Now, it's interesting that we get the Knight of Wands here and the King of Wands, and kind of coming out with the King of Wands is the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is showing fear. But here, it looks like the king is really afraid of their soldiers, whatever that means. So it looks like the Knight of Wands is ready to go to war with the king. And it looks like the king is actually afraid that that's going to happen. I'm going to pull a card to see how these two energies meet. Whoop. And it looks like if there is kind of a showdown between the king and the soldiers, that it goes both ways. There's no, I mean, it's kind of an up and down thing. It doesn't look like one eradicates the other. But time will tell. Who knows what that even means? Who is the king? Who are the soldiers? Is this all Israel stuff? Is this greater world stuff, or even fucking galactic stuff, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune had shown itself in there. I am not an expert on any of this stuff whatsoever, but this story, when I heard about it, it pinged something within me. And it's like, this is something that you should probably pay attention to. So that's how it felt to me. So that's what the reading is to do, is just to figure out what the hell is going on and what the ripples are going to be from this. I would love to hear what you think about this, what you see in the cards, or any fucking theories that you have, because I would love to just hear every perspective on this. That's what we have for now, and peace.
Is this the end of days? Will lava fill the bays? I'm gonna grab some tarot cards, let's see what they say. Who controls the press? Was Will Smith possessed? Let's shuffle up the cards and we'll see. And what about the freaking aliens? Whatever could they be? Let's ask the cards and see. Come on to my Patreon. It's only $5.